What's good, Goodfella Sports TV? We back up in this thing. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time we grinding. Shout out to the entire Lions Den box community. About to catch up on a lot of videos. Like Drake say, back to back. You know what it is, man. Apparently Billy Joe Saunders, after Frank Warren said, we talked about this morning on our Monday through Friday daily boxing talk show, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, early morning grind. All right. We talked about, Frank Warren saying that he was going to sue and take it to the Supreme Court for Massachusetts Athletic Commission decision not to sanction Billy Joe and Dimitri Andrade because Billy Joe failed a performance-enhancing drug test through VADA for oxyfrine, okay? They changed their tune. Billy Joe Saunders has now, vacated his belt. He won't go through appeals process. He will let Dimitri Andrade be great and fight for a full title October 20th on the zone from Boston versus the African guy named Walter, who's the African WBO champion, and that will be for the full title for Dimitri Andrade. So congratulations to Dimitri Andrade and Walter, and shout out to Billy Joe Saunders for actually doing the right thing, knowing he was wrong, and knowing that he could help, he gonna help, and they gonna be champion anyway. He gonna get suspended, so. The WBO, said they're going to recommend, their president said they're going to recommend Billy Joe get 6 months suspension like Canelo Alvarez. And, ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun, okay? What the old timers used to say. And it ain't no fun when you the one getting ridiculed and your performance of having drugs was 10 times stronger than clenbuterol, okay? You know what I'm saying? He criticized Canelo Alvarez. I have not really brought that up in a lot of videos. I feel that's the perfect time. He criticized Canelo Alvarez up and down, chastised him, called him a cheat, and everything else besides that, bro. And now it ain't looking good for him, bro. It ain't looking good at all. And but respect to Billy Joe for doing the right thing, telling Frank Warren, look here, man, we're gonna vacate the belt. We take a 6 month suspension. We're going to do other things, all right? So, it is what it is, man. What happens when you come to America, you subject to get VADA tested now. And a lot of people say, well, Americans, get popped the most. Yeah, because they can afford VADA testing over here. The Thailands, I'm just saying hypothetically, Thailand, China, Asia, Japan, everywhere, Antarctica, Australia, whatever they got fighters at. They don't have thorough testing like that, so they have their own little commission testing. It could be corrupt, depending on what promoter slide a couple of dollars to the, that country's commission or that area's commission. So, it be like that. And sometimes it go down like that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. I'm glad that Billy Joe Saunders did do the right thing. And I'm always suspicious about stuff in the UK. And it's nothing against the United Kingdom in general. It's just not me picking on them, clowning them. I'm just saying, it's suspicious, bro. Now you hear about, it's illegal on the day of competition, but not outside the day of competition. You go back to all the fishy referee decisions, like with Malik Scott and Derek Chisora. You go to all the questionable referee tactics, like with Joseph Parker and AJ. And now you look at this, you know what I'm saying? Then you go to questionable fights as well. We had questionable scoring, like, Ricky Burns, Ray Beltran. And, you can keep going. The list goes on. And, it is what it is, man. Gabriel Rosado, Mark Murray. And a lot of guys don't want to go over to the United Kingdom. And why should you have to go to the United Kingdom? Some guys feel because, the A side of boxing, if you want to be a mega star, the real money is in America. So, guys take a chance going to the UK are only mid-grade guys or lower-grade guys, or guys that's really bout it. Like Timothy Bradley and Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, go over there, snatch a belt, and feel confident in their abilities. Okay, and that's just the reality of the situation. That's why guys like Andrade, the real who got robbed by Carl Frost, just choose not really wanting to go over there and don't want to go back over there. That's why you see guys that's reluctant in America to get into the World Series of Boxing, World Super Series of Boxing. That's why you see that. And now this day of competition, it's going to scare a lot of dudes about going over to the UK, man. They already think it's sketchy. You go back to the UKAD situation with Tyson Fury. A lot of guys already, they know their history. They're already skeptical. It's very, very sketchy about going over there, man. So at the end of the day, you look at it, you pray about it. And, I'm glad that Billy Joe actually did the right thing. And I think that put a little bit more respect on Billy Joe Saunders' name, even though his respect has diminished for cheating. That gives you a little respect that he ain't gonna stop Demetri Andrade completely from enjoying a full title on October 20th, or Walter K, a full title on October 20th. They get the satisfaction of having a real full title, because it wasn't Andrade's fault. It was Billy Joe's fault, bro. It was his fault. He tested positive, and he did what any guy should do, and that's the first step to getting back, is admitting that we messed up. Okay, I took something, even if it was a nasal spray. Nobody believe that or not. You know what? I'm gonna drop this belt. I'm not gonna waste the WBO time. I'm not gonna waste our time. I'm not gonna waste Frank Warren trying to fight it. You know what? I did it. I'm not gonna let this go too far, and we're gonna relinquish the belt, and we're gonna go on and take our 6-month suspension. And until then, we're gonna work hard, get some other fights, and try to build ourselves back up and get a title shot, man. He's gonna be facing the same thing that Canelo faced. What is Billy Joe Saunders gonna look without Oxyfree, or how he gonna look after the Oxyfree performance-enhancing drug failed test through VADA? That will be the $1 million question. And if he go out there and don't have the stamina or anything close to the stamina that he had versus David Lemieux, if he's not as quick, fast, and hit as hard as hitting as he once was, if it's a significant drop off in performance and stamina, everybody gonna say it's the Oxyfree. And Canelo Alvarez kind of answered those questions with a dominant performance versus Golovkin, and people tend to forget that he was on something. Okay, he did fail 2 different separate drug tests for clenbuterol. All right, people forgot that because he answered the question in doubt. But like I said, Teddy Atlas said he was just on another drug, and that's what they do. I'm not saying that that's true. I don't believe that. He tested negative through the whole camp, and he could have, after between the 6 months he was suspended, which he was not getting tested in, he could have been on something and reaped the benefits when he was cycling off of it. So I'm still skeptical of him, and I'm still blasting him because I don't believe it, bro. That's just my opinion. If you get suspended for 6 months, you don't have drug tests for 6 months. Man, what you think? What you think I think you doing? That's just my personal opinion. Not saying he did or didn't anything, but hopefully Billy Joe Saunders 6-month suspension. It includes some VADA drug testing. And if it don't, I'm skeptical when he come back, because you could take something for 6 months and then have a fight coming up right after that, and like Canelo did, and cycle off of it. That's very, very possible, man. But hey, the game is to be sold, not told. And it's pitiful though, man, that he messed up a good fight. I actually was looking forward to watching that fight. That's one of the fights the Zone had I was looking forward to, and that it crippled that whole the Zone platform, man. And I know Eddie Hearn is like, man, I tried to make a fight with Frank Warren, and look what the bullshit happened. You know what I'm saying? And then Frank Warren, you gotta call a peon when you see a peon. Tries to blame Eddie Hearn because he didn't want to move the location of the car because his fighter failed a drug test. Eddie Hearn compensated Billy Joe Saunders $2.3 million to come defend his belt in North America for the first time. And now you get a glimpse of why fighters don't want to leave the UK. You get a glimpse of why fighters don't want to leave that little place, because they don't have the protection of the British Commission, the UKAD. They can't sweep stuff under the rug. The money that they pass over there, that won't fly over here. We just moving somewhere else. That don't fly over here. There's different rules and regulations in America, bro. So, and that's just real shit, man. Like I said, I do respect the part about Billy Joe Saunders giving his belt up and letting Andrade enjoy his, close area homecoming. And if Walter K can upset Andrade, or give him a good battle, it's a title well earned. You know what I'm saying? And this is one I can't put on Andrade's shoulders, man. He tested negative. He was a clean fighter. Billy Joe Saunders won't. I didn't really see that one coming, but you never really do. The punches that you don't see is the ones that really hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But Frank Warren should be ashamed. But Frank Warren, probably believed, Billy Joe probably had him believe, and let me give a disclaimer here. Billy Joe probably had Frank Warren believing he really was innocent, and Frank Warren probably believed Billy Joe. Billy Joe probably had a good reputation. Frank Warren ain't probably heard about Billy Joe taking shit before, and Frank Warren was probably just being loyal to his fighter, so I can't say that. But y'all know what the business is. Goodfellas Sports TV. We about to get on the road with the videos. Y'all know I got to catch up. You know what I'm saying? And I will catch up. A little minor setback today, but for a major comeback. But much blessings to all the brothers in the Lions Den Box community. LDBC, the mighty LDBC, all right? Don't forget we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And if you missed early morning grind. This morning, our boxing talk show at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday through Friday. Guess what? You can check it at our podcast. I uploaded it earlier while I was shaking and moving around, so you can check it out there. The podcast link is in the description. Let's do the Castbox app. Wonderful app. Free 99. 100% free. Just download it. Sign up with your Google, Facebook account, and then you in there, man. You can check out what we're doing. If you want to make a donation, the PayPal link's in the description. Share the videos, share the links. Let's grow the brand. I definitely appreciate everybody for showing love. Real recognized real. And Billy Joe looking real unfamiliar. But I definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in.